Good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of the Grain Gauntlet. As always, 5 questions from clients and prospects. This is Patrick. I'm Josh. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. First question: how do you balance pushing for profit in a hedge account versus what is best for our bottom line?
Wow, that's a great question. There are two goals for clients when they come with us. They want to make money in their hedge account, yet they want to stay protected. And sometimes those things don't match up for the short period of time. For example, right now, Trump made a deal with Indonesia, buying egg products. We're up on the overnight. There's a little bit more risk with weather, but you and I both know we'd have a huge crop. Okay, so right now the market's rally. If my guys get margins, we're hedged and protected safely, but still, if you're hedged, you've got to lose money when it goes up. I'm going to tell my guys to make margin because it's best for their bottom line. However, when I'm in buybacks, I'm much more likely to focus on adding value to the account by doing it as safe as possible. Buybacks, in addition to a bad sale, when the market is going up, other bushels are unsold are going higher, so the risk is balanced. When it's going down, there's nothing that you guys are adding value to, okay? So hedges you need to stick with. That's my philosophy.
Mm-hmm. Question number 2. USDA doesn't have us anywhere near 2 billion carryout, yet many are calling for similar lows as last year. Why is that?
I'm one of those guys that are calling for similar lows from last year. We have a huge subpoena crop coming to market right now. We have, Russia, China, Europe, Indonesia, India, US, all harvesting at the same time right after we get the subpoena crop to port in August. We've been putting in our lows at the end of August. I think the whole market looks too much at yearly supply and demand. We get the yearly supply and demand report and it says, oh my goodness, we're at 1.6 something billion bushels for ending stock for this new crop that hasn't even been harvested. By the way, that number is bushels left next September 1st, a year from now. How many bushels are going to come to market in August, September, and October? If you guys in Iowa, Illinois, Nebraska grow extra 20 bushels an acre, where's it going? It's not going to go to bin space because you already got that filled up with your regular crop because we're not that far. So they had it in the marketplace. It's going to go to either be sold at August or to commercial storage. Now, I'll guarantee you commercial storage is going to be high this fall. Too many bushels coming to market in the next 3 months. Therefore, there's much more likelihood we're going to have a major move down to touch last year's lows.
Yeah, and it sounds like unfortunately a repeat of last year where there's a lot of people with unsold bulk crops still. So we're going to have a real glut at some point. Okay.
Yeah, after that, last year we also rallied to 504 by February. So what the market is really telling us with us coming down with any stocks is that we have a better potential to rally once we get through that glut. Once you guys lock bin doors, we're going to rally. I want to be all over that. Anything that has to be sold off the combine, we're going to have a buyback for it.
Okay. All right. So next question. They cut ending stocks for both for corn on both old and new crop and didn't raise yields or prices immediately went down. Do fundamentals just not matter anymore?
No, the fundamentals matter a lot. It's just that the smart people are looking at the next 3 months and not the year from now ending stocks. It's irrelevant for the next 3 months. We have too much product coming to market in the next 3 months. Now, we keep lowering that ending stock number to a point where it's getting scary. Commercials will start to buy at this low price. That will stimulate a change in fundamentals over the next 3 months. Right now, there's no need for commercials to push the market.
Yeah, and that gets back to the immediacy you're talking about. The most immediate item in the report was actually South America raised production. That's going to happen first. And then also, I think there was quite a bit of an assumption on Friday that even though the yield wasn't changed, that's coming in August.
Yeah, they don't. 2003 last time they changed the yield in July. Get ready for a whopper in August.
All right, next question. Let's say the funds liquidate half of their current 200,000 plus corn short positions for whatever reason. How much would corn prices rally?
Bet that who knows? How much? How many bushels did the commercial buy at that level? Do they join in with the party with the funds? Commercials by far the biggest player in the futures market. Funds are little players in the futures market, but much bigger than speculators. Okay, so 100,000 contracts being liquidated. The commercials view that as bottoms in. Technical traders are really smart. We're gonna follow their lead and buy. We'll rally a lot. If they don't, we won't. You can't predict that.
Yeah, and there's something to do with the manner and how that's done too. If it's done, a very short period of time, it's because something's probably happened that most everyone knows about. But they typically, when they look to start liquidating the shorts, they typically do it gradually.
Yeah, and because they don't upset the markets, they hear the rest of their positions. And also, they look at key technicals. Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Final question. This one's from a prospect. Says, I have an advisor, but I haven't heard from him in a month. I know the markets have been slow, but should I be hearing from him more often?
Personally, if I'm receiving call less than once a month, less than once every couple weeks, I would fire it more. I used to trade commodities on my own. I expected regular information from my market advisor. Today, it's a sin not to keep in communication with you. We got broadcasts. We got these things. We got websites. We have all kinds of ways to communicate. If your broker is communicating with you and getting you information in several different forms, they calls you less than once a month, less than once a month. Great if you're happy with what you're getting. Everybody's a little bit different on that also. For me, I want to know what he is thinking on a regular basis.
Okay. All right. Well, good questions this week. That's all. As always, if you have a question you want answered on an episode, you can email it to our email admin staff at hedge-plus.com. We also, a lot of these questions come from the phone calls we have with you guys every week. So we pull those from those conversations. But that is all for this week.
We're short a hedge account, so of course we're going to get a bounce right now. Enjoy it. Hopefully it's enough to make another sale. I don't think it will be, but let's hope.
Okay. All right, everybody.